Hi, my name is Dr. Abbas Taras. I'm the founder and the main coordinator of the X-Culture project. Today is a very special day for me. Today, we are launching the 2017 round of the X-Culture coaching program. I'm very proud of the coaching program that we created. It is one of our most effective tools yet to help our graduates, our students, launch successful careers. I should admit, and probably, cannot brag too much, the X-Culture coaching program was not a product of some sort of a eureka moment. It was not a product of some sort of a brainstorming or an executive planning session, strategic planning session. It's not something that I, for example, came up with. I really would like to say that it was my idea, but the truth is that it sort of came to us. Every semester, as you know, we have thousands of participants in the X-Culture project. So we have students from over 150 universities in literally 40 plus countries on every continent. Talented students from some of the best universities. And so they may be happy or not happy during the X-Culture project, but when it's over, when they look back, they always feel that it was a transformative, important experience for them. And they actually think, yes, it was hard, it was challenging, but it was definitely worth it. It was one of the best things that happened to me. And so many of them then come back to me and say, I would like to stay engaged. I would like to continue learning with X-Culture. I would like to help X-Culture. Anything I can do. And so the coaching program was essentially a response to those requests, as opposed to us coming up with the idea. Initially, we would just simply say, no, there is really not much we can do or use your help if you're not here. But then it became obvious that it's just a waste of resources. These are talented, smart students, and not using them and just saying no to them, it's not only a disappointment for them because they would like to learn more. And we say them no, they basically lose. But it is also a loss for us because we can use their talents. We can work with them. And so some time ago, a few semesters ago, I actually thought it would be a good idea to maybe get them involved as coaches, as mentors to the new generation of X-Culture students. Yes, we cannot say yes to all, but the best of those who did well, those who got good peer evaluations, wrote good reports, provided insightful comments, it seems like they can actually help the new generation of X-Culture students. And so for a few semesters now, we have been testing this idea. The first time we had only a very small group of coaches. I think it was 7 of them, and they didn't really get any training. So we basically just told them, all right, so you seem to be good. Let's see how you can help the new generation. It did work well. They actually did a good job, but we thought then we can actually do a much better job preparing them. And then more importantly, also guiding them throughout the whole process so that they can learn even more, grow professionally even more. So there are 2 purposes in the X-Culture coaching program, or to the X-Culture coaching program. One is to provide you with additional knowledge and understanding of global virtual teams, as well as business consulting, international business consulting. So you have, the concepts, the theories, what the scholars in this field have discovered so far. 2 is to gain practical experience. In fact, let me show you this quick video clip that, to a large extent, also prompted me to essentially, create this program. So this one is from The Secret of My Success, and let's watch it for a minute.
Okay, New York, this is what you wanted. Okay.
I'm sorry, Mr.
Foster.
I'm sorry, Mr. Foster. We need someone with experience.
But how can I get any experience until I get a job that gives me experience?
If we gave you a job just to give you experience, you'd take that experience and get a better job. And that experience would benefit someone else.
Yeah, but I was trained in college to handle a job like this, so in a sense, I already have experience.
What you've got is college experience, not the practical, hard-nosed business experience we're looking for. If you joined our training program out of high school, you'd be qualified for this job now.
And why did I go to college?
That's fun, didn't you?
Well, that is the problem. That is the problem. Wonderful, bright students go to college, spend 4 or 5 years studying, then apply for jobs and don't get them because they do not have hard-nosed business experience. They only have college experience. And so the coaching program is trying to solve that problem. It's trying to give you an opportunity to gain real business experience. And so the nature of this program, the nature of this training is such that we effectively treat you as employees. Yes, we didn't really hire you, and we don't really pay you, and we don't really expect you to do certain job because otherwise you will be fired. But for all the purposes, you effectively will be working for the global organization called XCulture Incorporated, and you will work as a global virtual team coach. So we will treat you as an employee in training, on the job training, but still you will work for us. And the student consultants, the global virtual teams that are solving challenges for our client organizations, they effectively will be your, if not direct subordinates, then they will be the employees whom you will coach, you will mentor, you will guide, and that's how you will earn your experience. So you will do exactly the same things that middle-level managers will do. Effectively, you will serve as a middle-level manager. You will observe work of employees. You will provide feedback on their performance. You will monitor the situation for possible conflicts, for possible misunderstandings, cases of frustration, all kinds of different situations, and you will be assigned to resolve some of those cases. You will do an additional investigation, talk to all the parties involved, and devise a way to solve them. People will come to you for feedback. People will come to you for help with rehearsing, for example, their presentations, or they will give you the samples of their work and ask for your constructive suggestions for how it could be improved. You will effectively serve as a judge of work of others, and in fact, it will be the coaches, you, who will be selecting the winners of this competition. It's a major international business case competition, consulting project, and so the winners will be selected by the coaches. You will evaluate the reports that they will write, and you will recommend who should win this competition. Obviously, you will have deadlines, you will have supervisors, you will have subordinates, you will do all kinds of exciting things, just like on a real job. And so we do allow you, and in fact, we encourage you to present yourself to the world as during this time as an employee of the XCulture Incorporated, and your position is Global Virtual Team Coach, and you effectively will work for us during this semester. My goal here is to be able, at the end of this program, to say in your recommendation letter that you have worked for me and completed theoretical and conceptual training in global virtual teams and international business consulting, that you organized a series of instructional live webinars, recorded video lectures for other coaches, for your subordinates, for students, for members of global virtual teams, developed paper-based training modules, helped us with redesign of the both coaching program, but also the XCulture project, so essentially organizational design, helped us develop training tools, took all kinds of tests and received feedback, participated in roundtable discussions with other coaches, with your peers, and provided your feedback, and they commented on your performance. So basically, yes, resolved all kinds of difficult situations that may come your way, and there will be a lot of difficult situations. So in the end, you will be able to put on your resume, and I will be able to say in your recommendation letter that you worked as a middle-level manager, as a coach, and did all those wonderful, demanding, challenging things, and hopefully I will be able to say that you did them well. So the first few weeks, you will have theoretical training. There will be a block of training modules that will cover all kinds of things from week 1, what XCulture is, how this project works, what the coaching program is, how it works, what to expect, what's the hierarchy, what's the workflow. Then you will have in week 2 a series of training modules on essentially the anatomy of global virtual teams. So how people interact with global virtual teams, what are the known challenges, what research says about that, what are the best practices. Importantly, everything we will teach you comes based on research. So our own research of our colleagues in the field. So every time we say that this works and this doesn't, we will actually give you the percentages of, when we tried, how much one worked better than the other. So you will learn from not just, some, books, 10 steps to success. No, it will be all based on serious testing, on experience, on our own research. Then you will have a series of training modules on kind of the technical side of online collaboration tools and coordination and things like that, how to organize webinars, training materials, and things like that. And then finally, you will have a set of training modules on other important issues related to business consulting and online collaboration. Things like, for example, how to write a good academic report, how to present your knowledge, how to cite sources, how or what is and what is not plagiarism, and how to deal with that. So things that nobody really can be a good coach or a good consultant without knowing those things. As I said, based on my experience from the previous semesters, students, on the one hand, will have times, I guarantee you will have times when you will regret that you got into this, but then hopefully in the end, when you will look back at your experience, you will realize, you will see that it was challenging, time-consuming, demanding, but definitely worth it. That's exactly what we hear from the participants in both XCulture as well as the coaching program, that there were times when I thought, why did I get into this? There were times when I wanted to drop out. So overwhelming, so difficult, so demanding, so confusing sometimes. But now that it's done, I realize it is a life-altering experience. Years from now, when you look back at this, you will know that that was the point when your career took a different turn and developed in a whole new, better direction than it would have otherwise. Without this experience, without XCulture program, believe me, your career would be going differently. And I don't know, it's all a chance. Maybe it would, for some of you, be even better, but the type of opportunities you will get here will definitely open up a lot of doors for you, and hopefully you will be able to utilize those experiences. So, as somebody said, no battle plan survives the contact with the enemy. So the XCulture coaching program is still very much work in progress, still in testing. So some things will not go right. Just like in the real organization, things will happen. Deadlines will be missed. Some people will not do their job. Some people will not recognize how great you are. Sometimes maybe people will think that you did something wrong when you didn't do anything wrong. I hope you will not take that as a reason to get upset, but as a learning opportunity. Just like in XCulture, some things will not go right in your real job, the one that hopefully you will get thanks to this experience. Things will also not always go right. Things will happen. And so what you will see here, what you will experience here, is a very realistic preview of what's in store for you, what the future looks like. It will not be any easier. It will not be any better. So any challenges that you will experience here, it's a real preview of what the future holds for you. So learn from it. Don't get upset if something gets too hard, too complicated, too confusing. Learn from it. Try to overcome those difficulties, because it will happen again. But this time, next time, you will be able to deal with those problems. And that's the whole reason behind this program. So good luck. I'm very happy to welcome you to the XCulture coaching program. I truly hope that you will not only enjoy it and learn new things, but also when we will invite you to come to the XCulture Global Symposium in the future. And if you do a good job, you will get that invitation. I hope you will also attend one of those events, and I will be able to meet you face to face, as I met 6 of our best coaches from the last semester in Miami a few weeks ago at the XCulture Global Symposium there. So hopefully we'll have a chance to meet. And for now, good luck. So keep your eyes and ears open, learn. If you see ways we can improve this program, let me know. I cannot guarantee you that we will be able to implement every idea. Sometimes it's a matter of resources, all kinds of restrictions, but we will definitely try in the best faith to do and follow your advice. So don't be ashamed or don't be intimidated to share your ideas, even though you're still an employee in training. But some of the best ideas actually come from people like you. So we are very receptive to those ideas. And yes, let's make it a successful new round of XCulture coaching program. Good luck, and let's stay in touch.